See, the difference between you and all of these sports bettors that you're seeing online who are making thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's not always the picks. It's not always the betting strategy. A lot of times it's the bankroll. Now, obviously, everyone wants to make big money sports betting, but the truth is most people just don't have access to enough bankroll to actually maximize their profits from how good they are at betting. It doesn't matter how sharp you are if you're only betting a few dollars. It doesn't matter how many units you're going up, what your win percentage is. If you don't have the unit size to actually be capitalizing on it, you're getting limited by how small your bankroll is. And the reason why you see so many pro sports bettors who are making so much money isn't just because they're picking winners. It's because they have a big enough bankroll to scale their bets. Sports bettor who's winning most of your bets, the biggest way to scale your income and to start making more money is by growing your bankroll. Because if you have a bigger bankroll, you're going to be able to make way more money taking the exact same bets purely off having a bigger unit size. And that's where funded sports betting comes in. So playerprofit.com solves that issue. I'm on playerprofit.com right now. And with Player Profit, you're able to leverage their bankroll, risk none of your money, and keep 70% of the profits that you make. Let me explain. And quick side note, this is really meant for profitable sports bettors. So if you're not a profitable sports bettor, this is probably not the platform for you to use. But if you are a profitable sports bettor, you already know that the biggest challenge isn't finding good picks. It's having enough capital to actually be able to scale your profits, because the more you can bet on each bet, the more you can make. But the problem is that most winning sports bettors are underfunded. They have the skill, but they don't have enough bankroll to actually be profiting from that skill. And also the risk is high. If you're betting your own money, you're going to take on the losses. So if you have a losing streak, a bad couple of days and go down a bunch of units, that hurts you and hurts your own bank account. And additionally, if you're using good bankroll management, like almost all good sports bettors should be doing, it's hard to scale. Even if you're winning, it's going to take forever to grow your small bankroll into something that is big enough to get you some real profits. So this is why funded sports betting is the ultimate advantage for a skilled sports bettor. It allows you to scale your bets without risking any of your own money. So here's how the funded sports betting works on playerprofit.com. When you go to Player Profit, you're going to get the chance to prove your skills to Player Profit, prove to them that you know what you're doing, and then you'll be able to access a fully funded bankroll once they know that you're a good sports bettor and you can be trusted to bet with that bankroll. The first step is you have to pay a small test fee. This is how Player Profit makes sure that there's not hundreds of people that make hundreds of accounts and they don't have any bots. You pay a small evaluation fee for whichever account that you want. Here's a $1,000 account right here. You can get $1,000 in funding for only $30. There's different options. You can just do the standard or the pro. But again, the challenges are going to be the same. So if you know that you're a good sports bettor, it's just as hard to get approved for the $5,000 account or the $100,000 account. So it's kind of a no-brainer to just go for that 100K account right away and get as much funding as possible, because the test is the same for all of the accounts. Now, once you pick your account that you want to get funded for, now you're actually going to have to prove to Player Profit that you know what you're doing and you're a good sports bettor. You're going to have to complete a 2-phase test, and each phase follows the exact same rules. You have to place at least 15 picks and grow your simulated bankroll by 20%, and you have to avoid a 15% drawdown. Now, initially, you're just betting with a simulated bankroll. It's not real money, but once you pass this test, you're going to get access to a real bankroll. And you're going to be able to keep 70% of all of the profits when you're using that bankroll. You use Player Profit's money to place these bets, and you're going to be able to take home 70% of the winnings while giving Player Profit a 30% cut. And that 30% cut might seem like a lot, but that's the best part of this. There's zero risk to you when you're locking in bets on Player Profit. If you lose the funded money, it doesn't come out of your pocket. The only money that you can lose is the small fee that you paid to take the challenge in the first place. So normal sports betting, you're risking 100% of your money to gain a 90% return usually. You bet $100 and you cash out $190. But with Player Profit, you're now risking 0% of your money to cash in 70%, which is just an absolute no-brainer for profitable sports bettors. And if you're good at sports betting, you need to start using this as soon as possible, because it literally eliminates all risk when it comes to taking your bets. So why does this work so well? Now, especially as an up-and-coming sports bettor who doesn't have that much money, you are able to leverage your small bankroll into getting a big funded account from Player Profit. You don't need a huge personal bankroll to start making some serious money. And like I just talked about, there's literally no risk. Unlike when you're betting with your own money on a typical sports book, losing won't cost you anything beyond the test fee that you took to apply for the account in the first place. And if you somehow have a bad losing streak and fail and lose access to your funded account, you can just come on here and pay that small test fee again and get access to another funded account. And this is also massive for those up and coming sports bettors who, instead of taking months or years to slowly grow their bankroll over time, they're going to be able to start winning big right away from getting access to a funded bankroll. Now, again, don't do this if you suck at sports betting. If you're just a casual sports bettor who does it for fun with your buddies in college or whatever, this isn't going to work. This is designed for serious sports bettors. And Player Profit obviously only wants to give funding to people who are good at sports betting because that's how they make money too, with their 30% cut. A lot of people get this wrong and just think that it's a free money glitch where Player Profit wants to just give money away to people to bet with. But that's not the case. You have to be good at sports betting in order to get funded by Player Profit. But the way that it's set up, there's some leniency. You could have a bad week, a bad month, lose access to your funded account, but you can get multiple accounts on Player Profit. And Player Profit wants to fund you because the more sports bettors that they fund, the more profits that they're able to make. Almost everyone in my sports betting circles that I know that sports bet as one of their main sources of income are already using Player Profit, because something that almost every other major sports book does is ban you or limit you when you start winning. And Player Profit is one of the only betting sites that actually rewards people that are good at betting. So this is an absolute game changer if you're a skilled bettor, and by far the smartest ways that you can maximize your profits without taking unnecessary risks that you would if you locked in your sports bets at a casino or at an online sports book. If you're a good sports bettor, I hope that this clears some things up for you. Player Profit is an absolutely insane platform that really just benefits people that are good at sports betting. And like I talked about, profitable sports betting isn't just about picking winners. It's about having a big enough bankroll to capitalize on your skill, and Player Profit allows anyone to do that. And again, if you get funded for, let's say, a $10,000 account, $25,000 account, you're able to bet that money freely and keep 70% of those profits. And you're risking 0% of your own money. So if you're serious about making money sports betting, it is an absolute no-brainer to start using playerprofit.com. And this is by far the best vehicle to get a bankroll as an up-and-coming sports bettor. I'm going to put a link to playerprofit.com in the top link of the description, or you can just go to playerprofit.com. And again, guys, anyone can get access to this. This used to be on an invite-only basis for like the top whatever percent of sports bettors. But now any up-and-coming sports bettor can take a test on Player Profit, prove to them that they can be trusted to bet with their money, and get a big bankroll to start sports betting as their main source of income. So this is huge. I'm going to drop Player Profit in the top of the description. Head over to Player Profit, and you should start betting with a funded bankroll on Player Profit as soon as possible, because it eliminates your risk as a good sports bettor. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to hop off. I'll see you in the next one.